community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Smith going to go to the air first play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
But since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Here we go. Pass to 11. Pass to 11.
Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready, break! Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles!
Penny, a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13. Smith into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
From the 27, Smith. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as it takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. We're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's more on the return. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. Murray again. This is Connor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 17, Murray. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Returnable for Lockett. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Smith. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Zaven Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. His throw incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Returning it is Moore. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now Murray off play action. He's going to look deep for Moore. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They begin with a run by Penny.
We'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Hold the ready.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Let's go now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From just shy of midfield, Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defense...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So he picks it in one end zone, brings it all the way down inside the red zone.
And he took a gamble, didn't he, Brandon? I mean, he intercepted that in the end zone. Could have taken a knee there. They get the ball in their own 20. Great job taking the ball away. But he takes that chance, brings it out. And boy, what a conversion that turned out to be.
After the interception, here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second down and 3. Throwing now is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
I'm going to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 23. A final shot before half for Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10 is counter. And some space here. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Gino on 1st down. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover.
And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. Connor up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Murray keeps it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Geno now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Smith on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on third down, Smith. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back. Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Play fake. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Geno. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Hey, pass. 19 right.
Throwing is Smith. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he fields it cleanly. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On second down, Connor looking for space. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Towards the end zone for Brown. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Smith now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. A give running right is counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going in and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running left, it's Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. And he finds Penny.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.